Let's walk on the wise path.
Have you ever paused in the middle of your day, maybe while staring at the screen during your 9 to 5 or standing in a long checkout line and felt like something isn't quite right? It's like a faint hum in the background of life, a subtle but persistent question: is this all there is? If that thought has crossed your mind, congratulations, you've begun to notice the cracks in the illusion. Most people go through life never even asking that question. They're too busy running the race, chasing goals that were handed to them, not chosen by them. But here's the thing: life as we know it is more than it appears. Think about your daily routine. It feels so natural, right? Wake up, check your phone, commute to work, scroll social media, eat, sleep, repeat. But have you ever wondered why it's all so predictable? It's not an accident. The world is designed this way. The routines, the rules, even your dreams, they're all part of a carefully constructed system to keep you distracted and docile. The truth? You're not just another cog in the machine. Deep inside, you are infinite potential. You are capable of bending reality to your will, of creating a life so extraordinary that it defies explanation. But the first step to reclaiming your power is recognizing that you're in a system that's been programmed to make you forget who you really are. Think of it like a movie set. Everything looks real: the buildings, the roads, the people. But behind the facade, it's all plywood and props. The Matrix is no different. It's a world of routines, beliefs, and distractions designed to keep you from asking the one question that changes everything. Who am I? Really? The good news? You're not stuck. The cracks in the matrix are already there, waiting for you to notice them. That nagging feeling that life is off is your mind trying to wake up. It's your inner self whispering, "There's more." And guess what? There is more, so much more than you've been led to believe. By the end of this video, you'll see just how deep the rabbit hole goes. So, stay with me. You've already taken the first step. Now, let's see how far you're willing to go. What is the Matrix anyway? So, what exactly is the Matrix? No, I'm not talking about some Hollywood sci-fi blockbuster. The Matrix is the invisible system of control that governs almost every aspect of your life. It's the societal software that tells you how to think, what to believe, and even what to want. It's the reason you feel like you're running on a treadmill, chasing goals that always seem just out of reach. Let me give you an example. From the moment you're born, the Matrix starts programming you. It tells you what's normal and what's not. Go to school, get good grades, land a respectable job, buy a house, start a family, and work until you retire. Sound familiar? That script isn't unique to you. It's the same one handed to billions of people across the globe. But here's the catch: it's not your script. It was written by others, by governments, corporations, and social institutions, all designed to keep you in line. Think about how deeply this programming runs. When you succeed in following the script, you're rewarded with praise and social approval. But step outside the lines, question the rules. Suddenly, you're labeled rebellious or Na'vi. That's the Matrix protecting itself. It thrives on conformity and crushes individuality because an awakened individual is its greatest threat. And it's not just the big things, like your career or your lifestyle. The Matrix seeps into the smallest details of your life. Why do you feel the need to check your phone the moment you wake up? Why do you crave the latest gadget or trend? These aren't random impulses. They're carefully engineered desires. Every advertisement you see, every headline you read, every app you use, they're all tools of the Matrix, designed to keep you chasing distractions instead of asking the bigger questions. But here's where it gets interesting. The Matrix only works if you let it. It relies on your belief in its rules. The moment you start questioning those rules, the illusion begins to crack. It's like a magician's trick. Once you see how it's done, you can't unsee it. And that's where your journey to freedom begins. Ready to see through the illusion? Let's keep going. How the Matrix keeps you trapped. The Matrix isn't some shadowy figure pulling strings behind the scenes. It's far more subtle than that. It doesn't need to chain you down physically because it's already got your mind. Think about it. When was the last time you made a decision that wasn't influenced by fear, desire, or routine? These three elements are the Matrix's ultimate weapons, and they're used against you every single day. Let's start with fear. Fear is the Matrix's strongest tool. It keeps you small, compliant, and stuck. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown, they all serve one purpose: to keep you in your comfort zone. But here's the irony: the comfort zone isn't comfortable at all. It's just familiar, and familiarity is often mistaken for safety. Now let's talk about desire. This one is tricky because it doesn't feel like a trap. It feels like freedom. The Matrix dangles shiny objects in front of you: the newest phone, the trendiest clothes, the perfect Instagram-worthy lifestyle. You're told that happiness is just one purchase away, but the moment you get what you want, another desire takes its place. It's a never-ending hamster wheel of more. And then there's routine. This is the silent killer of dreams. The Matrix thrives on routine because it keeps you too busy to ask questions. You wake up, check your phone, rush to work, come home, binge some Netflix, and repeat. It feels like life, but it's just existence. Routines are the invisible chains that keep you from exploring what's possible. Here's the truth: the Matrix doesn't control you with force. It doesn't have to. It's like a spider web. The more you struggle against it without understanding it, the more entangled you become. But once you start noticing the web, you can step back and see it for what it is. The key to breaking free is awareness. Start paying attention to how fear, desire, and routine show up in your life. Ask yourself, am I making this choice, or is this choice being made for me? That simple act of questioning begins to dissolve the Matrix's power over you. The cracks in the Matrix. The Matrix is a master illusionist, but even the best illusions can't completely hide their flaws. If you're paying attention, you'll notice the cracks, those little moments when the system falters, revealing that the reality you're living isn't as solid as it seems. These cracks come in many forms: déjà vu, strange coincidences, repetitive patterns, or those fleeting moments when time feels warped. Let's start with déjà vu. You know that eerie sensation when you feel like you've lived a moment before? It's like the universe hit the replay button. While science chalks it up to a neurological glitch, what if it's more than that? What if it's a glitch in the Matrix? Imagine the system recycling scenarios, tweaking minor details, but keeping the overall structure intact, much like a video game reusing assets to save processing power. Déjà vu could be your subconscious catching onto these recycled patterns. Then there are the coincidences. Ever thought about someone you haven't spoken to in years, only to have them call you out of the blue? Or maybe you keep seeing the same number everywhere on license plates, clocks, receipts. Is it random, or is it the Matrix trying to signal something? These coincidences aren't random at all. They're signs, breadcrumbs leading you to question the structure of your reality. Let's not forget repetition. The Matrix thrives on loops. You wake up at the same time, follow the same schedule, see the same faces, and hear the same conversations. It feels normal because you're used to it, but that's exactly how the system keeps you complacent. Even your dreams might be part of the pattern, a safe space for the Matrix to maintain its hold on your subconscious while you sleep. And what about those moments when time feels strange? Maybe an hour drags on forever at work, but a weekend flies by in the blink of an eye. This isn't just perception. It's the Matrix playing with how you experience time, keeping you anchored in routines that feel endless but pass too quickly for you to reflect on them. The more you start noticing these cracks, the harder it becomes to ignore them. The Matrix wants you to dismiss these moments as trivial, but they're anything but. They're openings, opportunities to glimpse the truth behind the curtain. Start paying attention. Once you see the cracks, you can't unsee them. And that's where the journey to freedom truly begins. Step 1. Question everything. The first step to breaking free from the matrix is to question everything. And I mean everything. Why do you believe what you believe? Why do you do the things you do? Why do you feel the way you feel? Most of us accept our thoughts, habits, and emotions as natural. But have you ever stopped to wonder where they come from? Take a moment to reflect on your daily life. Why do you wake up to an alarm clock? Why do you check your phone the moment you open your eyes? Why do you go to a job you don't love, spend your day stressing over deadlines, and then reward yourself with distractions like Netflix or Instagram? Who decided this was the way life should be? Spoiler alert, it wasn't you. Let's break it down. Think about your beliefs. Most of them were handed to you before you could even think for yourself. Your family, teachers, religion, and society all played a role in shaping what you consider to be normal. But here's the thing, normal isn't universal. What's normal for one culture is bizarre for another. That means normal is a construct, not a fact. Now, think about your habits. Why do you drink coffee every morning? Is it because you love it, or because you've been conditioned to need it? Why do you dress a certain way? Is it for self-expression, or is it to fit in? Even your desires, the things you think you want, are often just products of marketing and societal expectations. Have you ever asked yourself if you actually want that new phone, or if you've been made to believe you need it? Here's the truth. The matrix relies on your unquestioning acceptance of its rules. It thrives when you operate on autopilot, when you follow the script without realizing there's a script to begin with. But the moment you start questioning, the illusion starts to crumble. Each question is like a chisel, chipping away at the walls of your mental prison. So start asking. Be curious. Challenge the beliefs and habits you've taken for granted. Don't accept anything at face value. Why do you live the way you do? Who benefits from your choices? The answers might surprise you, and they might just set you free. Step 2. Reclaim your mind. Your mind is your most powerful tool. But in the matrix, it's also your greatest vulnerability. The system doesn't control you with physical chains. It controls you with mental ones. Think of it as a virus that's been installed in your brain, running in the background without your awareness. To break free, you have to reclaim your mind and take back control. Let's start with the obvious culprit, media. Every day, you're bombarded with messages designed to shape your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. The news thrives on fear, social media thrives on comparison, and advertisements thrive on insecurity. Together, they create a mental fog that keeps you distracted and disconnected from your true self. Here's an experiment. Go on a media detox for just 1 week. No news, no social media, no ads. Pay attention to how you feel. At first, you might feel restless or bored. That's the withdrawal, a sign of how deeply the matrix has its hooks in you. But stick with it, and you'll start to notice something remarkable. Your mind begins to clear. You start hearing your own thoughts again, instead of the endless noise of the system. Another powerful tool for reclaiming your mind is meditation. Now I know what you're thinking. Meditation? Isn't that just sitting in silence doing nothing? But trust me, it's so much more than that. Meditation is like defragmenting your hard drive. It clears out the clutter and helps you reconnect with the part of yourself that exists beyond the matrix. Even just 5 minutes a day can make a difference. But it's not just about clearing your mind, it's about rewiring it. Your brain is like a computer, running on programs that were installed by others. But just like any computer, you can uninstall old programs and install new ones. Start by identifying the thoughts and beliefs that limit you. Do you think you're not good enough? Not smart enough? Not capable enough? Those are just scripts, and you have the power to rewrite them. Reclaiming your mind isn't easy. It requires effort, awareness, and patience. But the rewards are worth it. When you take back control of your mind, you take back control of your life. And that's a power the matrix can't take away from you. Step 3. Rewrite the script. Now that you've started questioning the matrix and reclaiming your mind, it's time for the next step, rewriting the script. Imagine your life as a movie with you as the main character. The problem is, someone else wrote the script. They decided your role, your actions, and even your dreams. But here's the good news. You can take the pen back. You can write a story that's truly yours. Let's start small. Change just one thing in your daily routine. Take a different route to work. Skip your usual morning coffee. Turn off your phone for an hour and do something you've been putting off. These small changes might seem insignificant, but they send a powerful message to the matrix. You're not playing by its rules anymore. Each tiny rebellion creates a ripple effect, weakening the grip of the system. But rewriting the script isn't just about changing your routine, it's about changing your mindset. What would your life look like if you weren't bound by fear? If you didn't care about what others thought of you? If you weren't chasing someone else's idea of success? Take a moment to visualize it. Picture yourself living freely, authentically, and on your own terms. That vision isn't just a fantasy, it's a blueprint for the life you're capable of creating. Here's a powerful exercise to help you rewrite your script. Grab a notebook and write down all the things you've ever wanted to do but never tried. Maybe it's starting your own business, learning a new skill, or traveling the world. Now, ask yourself, why haven't you done them? Chances are, the reasons boil down to fear, doubt, or societal expectations. Recognize those barriers for what they are, illusions created by the matrix to keep you in line. Once you've identified those barriers, start breaking them down. Take one step towards your dream, no matter how small. Want to write a book? Write the first sentence. Want to start a business? Research your idea for 30 minutes. These actions might seem insignificant, but they're the first cracks in the walls of your mental prison. Remember, the matrix thrives on routine and conformity. The more you step outside the lines, the weaker its grip becomes. Rewriting your script isn't just about creating a better life for yourself. It's about reclaiming your power and proving that you are the author of your own story. Step 4. Use the system against itself. The matrix might seem like an unbeatable system, but here's the twist. You can use it against itself. Think of it like hacking a computer. Once you understand how the system works, you can manipulate it to serve your goals instead of letting it control you. This isn't about fighting the matrix head-on, it's about outsmarting it. Let's start with money. The matrix has conditioned us to chase money endlessly, equating it with happiness and success. But here's the truth. Money is just a tool. It's not the end goal. It's a means to an end. The system wants you to spend money on things that keep you distracted: the latest gadgets, flashy cars, overpriced vacations. But what if you flip the script? Instead of spending money on distractions, invest it in your freedom. Take a course to learn a new skill, save up for experiences that genuinely fulfill you, or build a safety net that allows you to take risks without fear. Next, let's talk about technology. Yes, the matrix uses technology to keep you hooked. Social media, endless notifications, and addictive apps are all part of the plan. But technology can also be your ally. Use it to educate yourself, to connect with others who are waking up, and to create opportunities that weren't possible before. Your smartphone can be a distraction or a tool for liberation. The choice is yours. Even the matrix's own routines can be turned to your advantage. For example, if you're stuck in a 9-to-5 job, use your evenings or weekends to build something for yourself. Maybe it's a side hustle, a passion project, or just time for self-improvement. The system relies on you being too tired or distracted to think outside the box, but you can break that cycle by reclaiming your time. And let's not forget about social norms. The matrix uses societal expectations to keep you in line, but those same expectations can work in your favor. For example, people are often drawn to those who challenge the status quo because it's refreshing and inspiring. By living authentically, you not only free yourself, but also inspire others to question their own scripts. Using the system against itself isn't about rebellion, it's about strategy. The Matrix is a game, and like any game, it can be mastered. The key is to play smart, not hard. Instead of resisting the system outright, learn to navigate it in a way that empowers you. Once you understand the rules of awareness, you can start bending them. Awareness is your superpower. The more you pay attention, the less control the Matrix has over you. Think of it like turning on the lights in a dark room. The shadows disappear, and you can finally see what's been hiding in plain sight. The Matrix thrives on your ignorance, but the moment you become aware, its power starts to fade. Let's talk about awareness in action. Start with something simple, your thoughts. Most of us operate on autopilot, letting our minds run wild with worries, fears, and endless to-do lists. But what if you stopped and observed your thoughts? You'd start to notice patterns, how certain fears keep popping up, how specific triggers lead to the same emotional reactions. This awareness is the first step to breaking free. When you observe your thoughts, you create distance from them. You realize you're not your thoughts, you're the one watching them. Awareness also applies to your surroundings. Have you ever noticed how advertisements are designed to make you feel inadequate? Or how social media is curated to make other people's lives look perfect? Once you start noticing these patterns, they lose their grip on you. That fancy car in the ad? It's not a ticket to happiness. It's just a shiny object. That influencer's glamorous life? It's a highlight reel, not the whole story. Even your habits can be transformed through awareness. Take a moment to reflect on your daily routine. How much of it is deliberate, and how much is automatic? Do you grab your phone out of habit, or do you have a purpose for using it? Do you eat because you're hungry, or because it's just what you do at that time of day? By bringing awareness to your actions, you can start making conscious choices instead of running on autopilot. The beauty of awareness is that it's contagious. When you become more conscious, you inspire others to do the same. Your friends, family, and even strangers will notice the change in you. They'll see someone who isn't just going through the motions, but someone who is fully alive, fully present, and fully in control. The Matrix wants you asleep, but awareness is the alarm clock that wakes you up. Start paying attention to your thoughts, your surroundings, your choices. The more aware you become, the freer you'll be. Breaking the illusion. Breaking free from the Matrix begins with recognizing that everything you see, hear, and experience is part of a carefully constructed illusion. But here's the catch. This illusion isn't designed to harm you. It's designed to distract you. It keeps you so focused on the surface that you never dig deeper to discover the vast potential that lies within you. So, what exactly is this illusion? It's the belief that the world around you is fixed, unchangeable, and entirely real. It's the idea that your identity, your routines, and your desires are entirely your own. But when you look closer, you'll realize they're not. They're the result of years of programming by society, education, media, and even your own family. Let's take a common example, success. The Matrix tells you that success means climbing the corporate ladder, buying a big house, and showing off your accomplishments on social media. But have you ever asked yourself, is this really my definition of success? For many people, chasing this version of success feels empty, like running a race with no finish line. That's the illusion at work keeping you busy, striving, and consuming. So you never pause to question if this is what you truly want. Breaking the illusion means stepping back and seeing the bigger picture. Imagine you're in a movie theater, watching a film. It feels real while you're immersed in it, the emotions, the drama, the action. But the moment you step out of the theater and into the sunlight, you realize it was just a story. The Matrix is the same. It's a story you've been living in, but you have the power to step outside of it. How do you do that? Start by questioning the narratives you've been told. Who benefits from you believing that you need to work 60 hours a week to be successful? Who profits when you buy things to impress people you don't even like? When you begin to dismantle these narratives, the illusion starts to crack. Remember, breaking the illusion doesn't mean rejecting everything. It means seeing things for what they truly are. It's about choosing consciously instead of following blindly. And once you see through the illusion, you'll never look at life the same way again. The matrix isn't perfect. Spot the glitches. The matrix may feel all-encompassing, but like any system, it has flaws. These flaws or glitches are your key to freedom. They're the moments when the programming falters, giving you a glimpse of the truth behind the illusion. Let's talk about some of these glitches. One of the most common is déjà vu. That feeling of, I've been here before, is more than a mental hiccup. It's a crack in the system. It's as if the matrix accidentally reused a line of code, and for a brief moment, you catch on. Déjà vu reminds us that reality isn't as linear as it seems. Then there are coincidences, the kind that make you pause and wonder if something bigger is at play. Maybe you're thinking about an old friend, and they call you out of nowhere. Or you're pondering a question, and the answer appears in the most unexpected place, like a billboard or a stranger's conversation. These moments aren't random. They're clues, like breadcrumbs leading you out of the forest. Have you ever noticed time behaving strangely? Maybe a stressful day at work feels like it drags on forever, but a weekend getaway vanishes in the blink of an eye. Time in the matrix isn't fixed. It bends and shifts based on your awareness. The system uses this to its advantage, speeding up moments of joy and stretching out moments of monotony to keep you locked into routine. And let's not forget the subtle repetitions in life. Ever notice how certain patterns seem to repeat themselves? Maybe it's the same kind of problem showing up in different areas of your life, or people who feel eerily similar to others you've known. These loops are part of the matrix, designed to keep you from moving forward. The key is to start noticing these glitches. They're not accidents, they're invitations. They're the matrix's way of saying, are you paying attention? The more you spot them, the more aware you become. And the more aware you are, the harder it is for the system to keep you in its grip. Every glitch you notice is like finding a crack in a wall. Push on it, and you might discover a door you never knew existed. Your power lies in choice. Here's the ultimate truth. The matrix doesn't want you to know. Your power lies in your ability to choose. Every single moment, you're faced with choices, big and small. But the matrix works hard to make you believe you don't have any real options. It wants you to think you're stuck, powerless, and at the mercy of circumstances. But that's a lie. Think about it. Every time you choose to question instead of blindly follow, you reclaim a piece of your power. Every time you decide to act based on your values instead of societal expectations, you weaken the matrix's hold on you. And every time you choose to step out of your comfort zone, you expand the boundaries of your reality. Let's break this down. Imagine you're in a room with two doors. The matrix wants you to believe there's only one door, the safe, predictable option. But if you take a moment to look around, you'll realize there's another door, maybe even a third or fourth. Choice is everywhere. You just have to see it. Your daily life is filled with opportunities to exercise this power. You can choose to wake up 30 minutes earlier, to meditate or journal. You can choose to turn off your phone during dinner and have a meaningful conversation. You can choose to spend your money on experiences that enrich your soul instead of things that clutter your home. Even in the most challenging situations, you have a choice. You can choose how you respond, what you focus on, and where you direct your energy. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor, famously said, "Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances." The matrix doesn't fear rebellion, it fears awareness. Once you realize you have the power to choose, the system loses its control. You don't have to fight the matrix to escape it. All you have to do is make conscious choices, moment by moment. Your life isn't a script someone else wrote. It's a blank page, waiting for you to write your own story. So what will you choose? Congratulations, you've made it to the end of this journey, but in many ways, this is just the beginning. You've started to peel back the layers of the matrix, exposing the illusion that has kept you confined for so long. Now, the real question is, what will you do with this knowledge? Breaking free from the matrix isn't about rejecting everything around you or escaping to some isolated mountaintop. It's about becoming conscious within the system. It's about seeing the matrix for what it is, a tool that can be manipulated, not a prison that defines you. This isn't a call to arms, but a call to awareness. Let's revisit what you've learned. The matrix thrives on fear, desire, and routine. It uses these tools to keep you distracted, busy, and disconnected from your true potential. But you've also learned how to counter these forces by questioning everything, reclaiming your mind, rewriting your script, and using the system against itself. You now understand that the cracks in the matrix, the glitches, the patterns, the coincidences are not mistakes. They're opportunities. They're proof that the matrix isn't perfect and that freedom is within your reach. But here's the thing. Breaking free is a process, not a one-time event. It's not about flipping a switch and suddenly living outside the system. It's about taking small, deliberate steps every single day. It's about making conscious choices, even when it's uncomfortable. It's about resisting the urge to slip back into autopilot and reminding yourself that you are in control. Remember, awareness is your superpower. The more you see, the more you understand. And the more you understand, the less power the matrix has over you. This isn't about escaping reality. It's about redefining it. It's about creating a life that aligns with your values, your dreams, and your truth. So here's my challenge to you. Start small. Take one step today to break free. Maybe it's questioning a belief you've held for years. Maybe it's saying no to something that doesn't serve you. Maybe it's simply taking 5 minutes to sit in silence and connect with yourself. The door to freedom is open, but only you can walk through it. The matrix will try to pull you back. But remember, you've already seen the truth. And once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. You are not just a player in this game. You're the programmer. You hold the pen. So go ahead, write your own story.